Thank you, Lauren. Today we are learning about how scouting can not only make a difference in a young boy's life, but also in the community. We're talking about the upcoming Fire and Ice, what I've been told is not a dinner, but an extravaganza. We're here with event chair William Mattar, and also from the Greater Niagara Frontier Council, we have Justin King. So before we get into a little bit about scouting, let's talk about the Fire and Ice extravaganza. Why don't you take the lead on this one?
Matt, the Fire and Ice extravaganza is on March 27th at Templeton Landing. It's a great fundraising event. The nice thing about the event is that there's no speeches, there's not much talking. It's basically a nice party with a lot of great food. They hand pass food around to everybody, and there's a lot of socializing. There's auctions. There's a cake auction, which is wonderful. I always love having the cake auctions. The cake auctions are wonderful, and they're great.
All right, so when we're talking about a fundraiser, I think a lot of people are always curious as to know where the funds go to. So when we're talking about the Greater Niagara Frontier Council, when you purchase a ticket, what are you doing for the council?
You're supporting the council, and in turn, the Greater Niagara Frontier Council supports scouting. We help to train our leaders, provide them resources, make a difference in the community through our volunteer outreach to our youth. There's about 8,000 kids that are impacted today in the scouting programs in Western New York. And beyond that, there's more that we do to help kids who can't afford to go to camp, to help kids who can't afford to be in the program. We help them quite a bit.
Now, I want to get to the sort of meaning for scouting for you, because you're not just the event chair. Scouting runs a little deeper for you. What's your involvement in it?
Well, I was a scout as a youth, which was a lot of fun and a lot of good activities. The thing I loved about scouting was camping. I think camping is one of the things that most scouts love the most about it. Now, I was a Boy Scout. I became an Eagle Scout. I think you're an Eagle Scout also, if I remember correctly. And then both my sons are in scouting, and they became Eagles.
And, you know, as an Eagle Scout, I sort of was fortunate enough to get the firsthand knowledge of what scouting can do for a young boy. But for people out there that don't have a son or a family member in scouting, Justin, what does this do for a kid? Sort of, what's the mission statement behind scouting?
The mission is to prepare young people to make moral and ethical decisions over the course of their lifetime by instilling in them the values of Scout Oath and Scout Law. And we accomplish that through den activities, patrol activities, time with your parents, outings in the community, learning, investing, really working together as a team. And in Boy Scouts, boys learn peer leadership, leading each other, working together towards a common goal. The advancement, the outings, the fun, all that takes place at the same time that they're learning.
And there's so much of a movement to get kids back in the outdoors, so I can imagine that helping a child who can't afford to go to camp can be really a game changer for them.
Yeah, well, it's wonderful for the kids to be able to go out and camp, and then you learn leadership skills. I mean, you learn how to. They work on cooking, and there's an older scout that helps organize the other younger scouts with regards to the cooking and the cleaning up and the setting up tents and all the outdoor activities. So it's really a great opportunity to have leadership skills and to be able to be out in the outdoors.
And I have to say, I worked at the local Boy Scout camp, Camp Shelkoff, for quite some time, so I have a lot of great memories and great friendships that were built there. Justin, for people that want a little bit more information on scouting, where can they go? They
can go to wnyscouting.org, and they can see our website. And there's a better website that they can follow to see what scouting is in their neighborhood, beascout.org.
And then, William, for people that want a little bit more information on the Fire and Ice extravaganza, is there a website they can go for that?
Yes, that's once again westernnewyorkscouting.org/events.
All right. Well, thank you two so much for joining in and talking about something that, you know, played a huge part in my own life.